Hey everybody. Okay, did a pickup. You might recognize the packaging just from this angle right here. We have Final Faction from Dollar Tree. Yes, I am a fan of these guys. And I've been getting a few. I've gotten a few. Tickle that army building bone I've got, you know? So I am... The idea is to customize some of them. Let me adjust this a little bit. And make some other customs, enhance other things, and do whatever with them. Because, okay, my little review. These are $1 each. Whoops. Light correction. These are $1 each at Dollar Tree. I will leave it to other people to do a complete review. I'll leave a link to a good review in the description. But these are, for $1, they're phenomenal. This is a major player now. Final Faction, you are a major player in the toy scene in 2021. You're running the game right now, y'all. So keep up the good work, for real. I found you on Instagram, and I'm really happy with what has come out so far. Some of them are very generic looking as far as styling, but still specific enough that you're not going to get them mixed up with anything. And the build quality is definitely there. We're not talking Black Series, okay? And we're not talking Macquarie, but they're really good. All right. Those two, they like to fall apart. The more you make something complicated, the more they tend to fall to pieces when those multiple pieces fail. So I have several open ones, as you saw. Here's the Karn Brute. I've been getting, well, I don't have any in this little pickup, but I've gotten several of these. And the real reason is because they're variant with each other, because the paints... Let me just grab another one to show you. Hopefully it's going to come through on the video, right? The paint is a little different on each one, because I'm thinking these are hand painted. And these are great, weird looking, scary aliens. They really are. Look at those guys. Big, scary aliens compared to the... Let me grab this guy. Compared to this guy. Right? Big, scary compared to that guy. And they're really, I'm loving them, y'all. Really. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them yet. I don't have any specific plans. Right now they're supplementing other toys and making friends with the other toys. And I do, like, I put these guys in the big Halo Ghost, and it was fun. I've seen where these have been made into, like, multiple limbed or massive amount of articulation, and I want to do that. I want to do that because what he did, I saw the figure itself, and I didn't watch any tutorials or anything on how this guy did it, but he was walking around. He had this figure, and it was all Black Series'd up. You had moving hands. Man, the light correction. The lighting in here is bad. Moving hands, knees, rotating legs, ball joints, and multiple shoulder. It was good. It was a really good mod. I was like, oh man, that is awesome. And the paint jobs people are coming up with for these figures are amazing. They're cool. I mean, I can't brag enough. So, no, they're not Galactic Heroes. They're not scaled for Galactic Heroes. But they're scaled for 3.75 inch to 4 inch. I guess 4 inch is a thing now. So, yeah, they're really doing nicely. And with all the random stuff, you can kit bash forever on these, right? Like I said, I'm not going to do a complete review, but the guys are doing a good job. This is not some backroom thing out of China, right? This is an actual line IP that he's really concentrating on. And sometimes when you have limits to what you can do, you come up with some really cool stuff within those limits. You know, you get creative because you have a limitation, this no further, or this much no further, this far no further. You tend to figure out how to make it work. Even though you have that limitation, how do you make it work? You know, and these guys are doing it. These guys are doing it. They're having limitations. From the bios that I read, they would love to be making like Macquarie and Black Series style figures, but they're under the limitation of first being $1 and whatever resources they have to make figures and accessories. And they're knocking it out of the park. Tell you what, these guys are excellent. And I highly recommend you go pick you up a set because you can get a whole complete set for what, $14? A whole series for $14, including the accessory packs. You can't get a first line of anything. Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, nothing. A lot of those figures are $15 each. But these guys, being $1 a piece, oh, heck yeah. Grab them up. Get some paint them up. And for these guys don't have any kind of uniforms or ranking systems or anything. And I'm like, hey, I could do that. I could put uniforms, ranking systems on them, like sashes and paint schemes. And like the blue brutes and the green brutes and the orange brutes and the ones with, you know, different weapons, different accessories, just the sky's the limit. So yeah, I got some paint, I got some brushes, and them sponge brushes, they work really good. I like them. So, guys, Final Faction, and the sculpting for $1 is really good. Okay, I have a $1 figure that is not Final Faction, right? This is one of your generic army guys, also from Dollar Tree. Okay, now, comparing. I keep going back to this guy. He's right on top. The plastic feels cheaper. It just has that feel to it. And the proportions, okay, this guy's proportions are way out. He's too big. He looks crazy big chest, right? He looks more in proportion, except for the hands. But then the hands, you know, even though the hands are bigger, they hold on to the weapons and accessories very well. And I think that's why they went with the bigger hands. Because this guy can't hold nothing. He can't hold nothing. And yes, they're both 5 POA, but you know what? This guy is just, he could be a good guy, bad guy. I guess they both could. But I am less impressed. Look, foot pegs. You got actual foot pegs. What's this guy got? Nothing. You can make stands or get stands for these guys. I think these guys, okay, they all have kids and they all love toys. And I think he was using them as kind of like, what are they playing with? Looking at what they were doing, they didn't like these guys. Because these guys are just, granted, this is not a bad one, but it's not a good one. 2 different colors of plastics when there should have been one. And his coloring and paint job and everything is much better. I don't know why it's so fuzzy. It must be the lighting. Sorry about that. Well, I'm going to put up this video anyway. So, Final Faction is good stuff. I'm loving these action figures, and they're just so much fun. They're so much fun. I highly recommend if you like toys at all, if you do the action figure thing at all, get you some Final Faction.